Hello everyone, welcome back to the Osu Catch World Cup, round of 16. We have our first winners bracket match coming up right now between South Korea and Norway. So very expected, obviously, South Korea being in the winners bracket. Norway doing quite well. I would not say that them being here was unexpected, as, you know, their match was somewhat close, but yeah, it could have gone either way. I am Quijibo, and I am being joined here by Mr. Ash Ketchum. How you doing?
Doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah, like you said, not surprising that Norway is here, but they did cause an upset last round, at least against Japan. You know, we're the lower seeded team, but still managed to come out on top. And guess what? The reward for that is going up against South Korea, so that's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it was only a small upset, I'd say, as Japan and Norway were very closely seeded, so it's only what I would call a technical upset. But yeah, we will see how they go, as I did not see many fish maps this week, but that is, well, you never know. You never know.
Indeed, Norway does not have the fish buff map in a pool like this, like they did last time on DT3. So we'll see. We'll see if they have any chances of getting points here. I mean, South Korea, we know, I mean, historically, one of the best teams in this game, so it'll be hard.
Oh yeah, but I think Norway, you know, you never know what Norway could do, as in my commentator notes, I see that Norway has a plan.
They do. They have a plan. We don't know what that plan is, but they have a plan. So, good notes right there. Thank you for that. They have a plan. Oh man, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Norway has actually a pretty good roster this year, as we saw on the last match against Japan. And I mean, they have a pretty capable roster. Probably one of their best rosters in a long time, I'd say. So, potentially they could get a point or two, or maybe more against South Korea. You never know. But when you're up against South Korea, you have to be playing your best if you want to have a chance.
Oh, most definitely. And it looks like Weil banning Hidden 2 and YMD banning No Mod 3, so won't see No Mod 3 played yet. That is one of the maps I am quite interested to see played, actually. And the first pick is going to be Hard Rock 1. Quite an interesting pick to go against South Korea with, but they do have a plan, so
They have a plan.
we might have to just trust it.
They have a plan. Indeed, yes. I gotta say, I'm surprised to see Mile say ban Hidden 2. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him ban a low air hidden map, but it is a team tournament, so, you know, sometimes you have to compromise a little bit, but I know that he loves his low air hidden, so it's a bit weird to see that, but Hard Rock 1 is the pick. Camera got Size 7 is 8 showing up on Norway's side right there. Both really consistent, or sorry, all of them really consistent Hard Rock players. And on the South Korea side, you have Tsumi, Rels, and OYG, previously known as QWHJ. Really solid roster there. A lineup you don't want to go up against if you have a choice. But Norway has a plan. Now let's see if this plan works on Hard Rock 1 here. Their first pick.
And this plan, we are, I suppose we'll wait and see. Quite a strong team, so it's good that they've got that plan in place.
You're gonna need the plan. You're gonna need the plan, that's for sure. Sumi already has found a couple of ACK drops there, but so was Zated actually, so they're equal in accuracy now. Just the start of the map though. Camera God and Sumi both opting for hidden on this. That's understandable. Especially for Camera God at least, I mean, he loves hidden and prefers hidden.
I mean, you can't spell Camera God without hidden, so it's just a given.
Ooh, but actually Sisa finds a miss there, but Rels trades right after.
So find an interesting miss. Yeah, Rels looked like it was like, I don't know, like slightly mistimed or desynced or something. I'm not 100% sure. It could just be lag from my end. And Sisaf going to find another miss as well. So South Korea going to maintain that temporary advantage. And this one is very just, you know, 1 or 2 misses. So, you know, it can definitely go that way when you've got nerves as well. But everyone else maintaining that FC. The plan, I'd say, is okay for now. Only about 20-30k score difference. It is going to expand a little bit as Rels does have that slightly better combo than Sisaf right now.
Indeed, also one less miscount.
Yeah, so all it takes is one more miscount from South Korea, and that will just flip it around straight away.
There's still hope for the plan, indeed. And maybe the plan entails Korea missing as well, you never know. Sumi and OIG though, looking really well, and Zated actually missing for Norway there. That's not what he wants to do here for his team, as now there's only 1 FC on Norway's side and 2 on Korea. So the lead is gonna keep growing for South Korea.
Yeah, and there is the odd little bit that can be missed here, and Camera God are going to find a miss as well. Reset across of Norway aside from Sisaf does have a combo, but it's not quite that high right now. It's definitely not enough while OYG and Sumi are still holding FC. And yeah, OYG a terrifying opponent to go up against for Hard Rock, so...
Indeed, one of the best hard rock players in the world, and Zated actually found a couple more misses there, and at the break we see 129,000 point difference.
Yeah, and you can see that, you know, when you've got 1 or 2 players that just refuse to budge, that score difference when you miss just skyrockets.
Indeed, it's really hard to compete against those 2 on Hard Rock, and Sisa finds a miss there as well. That's not going to help Norway at all, and it seems like their plan is finding an early crumble here. As well as just 1 miss.
It's a part of the plan.
You never know, it could be a part of the plan. This could be, you know, intentionally letting Korea think that Norway is a team to be underestimated and that they can be comfortable only to strike them when they least expect it. Yeah, there you have it. Just that 1 miss from Rels on Korea, and OYG and Sumi with FCs, I believe.
Yeah, OYG taking MVP there, just slightly better act, and I think possibly better spin as well. And yeah, still pretty good plays out of Norway anyway, you know, just a 3 miss out of Sisaf and the 1 miss out of Camera God. Zated going to find a few more misses, but only just chunk missed in 1 place, so not too punishing on the score. But yeah, not easy to beat, you know, two 1-0 scores, 2 FCs, and then, you know, a bizarre early miss, I'd say, on the side of Rels as well. With the 2 miss there, very solid performance out of South Korea to start with.
Indeed, a scary one for Norway.
And yep, I was about to say we'll see if Korea picks the Rockma map, and I didn't even get a chance to start my sentence before they did it. Probably the most expected pick, I would say, right now. Rockma map, the Korea buff. Where XCon is in the hidden pool.
Yes, they have a lot of Koreans in the map pool this time around, so a lot of mapper buffs they can choose to pick, if you put it that way.
What's the fun part of catch? Everything. Everything is the fun part of catch.
Thank you for answering those chatters, could you?
That is all good.
And now, Hard Rock 3 is the pick. I mean, not a surprising one after seeing how Hard Rock 1 went, which was Norway's pick, even. And Hard Rock 3 being a little bit more tricky and more tough on the movements. Makes sense that South Korea would pick it straight after.
Yeah, this one is a little bit trickier in the middle to back end as well. The start is a little bit of funny wiggles, but they are very funny wiggles. So, you know, if you're nervous, it'll definitely catch you off guard. We did see that in the last game a little bit between France and New Zealand, but I don't imagine these players would be too nervous. So we'll see how they go on this one. The tricky part will be the doubles in the middle and the anti-flow towards the end.
It's really
real miss sections. It does look like it, only by about 5 to 10 combo maybe.
Indeed.
Oh,
Another
that
one.
one looks kind of mistimed, and all of Norway are missing on the funny wiggles.
On the funny wiggles, indeed, they miss as South Korea holds the triple FC still. No drops on their side.
Yeah, and that is the Rockma buff right there.
The Korean map rebuff. They seem to struggle a little bit more on this map, actually, finding miss after miss now.
Yeah, maybe those nerves might be coming into play here.
I mean, the mental needed to perform against South Korea is, I mean, one not to be underestimated. And now the funny doubles here. Ooh, South Korea actually
doubles
hit all of them.
Yeah, that Rockma buff coming in very solid right now.
Camera got incisive, still holding pretty decent combos for Norway right now. Just those misses in the beginning, but Sadith needs to recover a little bit as South Korea with the triple FC right now. Sadith finds another miss. Yeah, it's not looking good for Norway right now. It really isn't.
Yeah, it's such a strong performance out of South Korea right now. And deciding to leave OYG out on this one, I mean, it's not really surprising whether they would or wouldn't have him in, considering, especially in these early rounds, they've got so much interchangeability with the Korea roster, so... Yeah, and looks like we're going to see the three-way FC out of him, as this really would be really uncharacteristic to miss right now, so...
Imagine this though, I mean, this is one of the hardest maps in the pool, if not the hardest, because of its technical difficulty, and a triple FC, I mean, that is South Korea for you, that is definitely South Korea for you. Camera got still a very impressive score, only 3 misses. I mean, this is a really difficult map, so not bad from Norway, but against that, you know, against a triple FC,
yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, it's, and that's it, we do see, like, in the last matches anyway, we have seen, like, you know, this map can just cause, like, a lot of space misses and just take people's scores down to, like, 700-800k. So, yeah, seeing that just three-way FC, very, very good performance out of Korea so far, and that might top the lobby. Like, that might top the leaderboard, sorry.
Indeed, I completely agree with that. It's probably going to be the best team score on that map in this round.
And now we go into the Yoshi map. Not mapped by Yoshi, but there is a Yoshi somewhere.
1-1 definitely makes sense here from Norway's side, I believe. It's the consistency map that you hope for. An unfortunate miss on the other side that you can, as your own team, you hope that you can hold composure and combo.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to see a little bit of roster rotation right now. We're going to see Mile come in for the first time, and Sysef as well. Cameragod staying in, as Cameragod is such a strong player for the Norway side. And we will see Sumi stay in, and Jisan as well, and Draystar will be making his debut for this match. So, looks like the only player to not play for Korea's side right now would be YMD, the captain.
Yes, My Darkness has not played, indeed.
Just witnessing his team just pop off.
I mean, you could say based on what we've seen so far, maybe he doesn't feel the need to, you know? Maybe he just likes watching his team do really, really well against Norway, as we've been seeing. And now Nomad 1. Definitely a map that could go either way, as is the nature of Nomad 1. And Norway's gonna have to hope for unfortunate misses from South Korea. They want to have a chance of getting a point here.
Early miss out of camera gone. Only about 10 combo in.
You know what? Against South Korea, that could be the difference. Oh, Saisa finds a miss there as well.
Yeah, after how that last pick went, I'll definitely agree with you on that one. But I find that this map is quite easy to just miss the intro slightly, so yeah, it's just one of those things.
Now Mile, the only full combo for Norway, has that weird miss from camera guard in the beginning, but Sumi finds the miss there.
And that is gonna be big, but at the same time it is, well, 1 miss to 1.25 miss, so I suppose, you know, there is definitely that chance that it will flip over Norway's side, as it is quite close in terms of score right now, very close.
Indeed, Sumi has built up combo again, so I don't think it's gonna change anymore now, but any miss from Korea could flip the lead over to Norway, and there it is, Sumi finds the miss, and now Norway's in the lead.
Yeah, it wouldn't have changed much, it would have only slimmed down by a couple of points, but that miss from Sumi looking quite handy for Norway in the early going. Sumi's gonna miss again. It's a little bit uncharacteristic, I'd say. Maybe he could be a little bit under the weather, or maybe just a bit nervous.
Whatever it is, Sumi's struggling to find consistency on this map right now, and that's definitely that's good for Norway. That's really good news for Norway right now, as they're still in the lead, still holding strong after those early misses from Cameron and Saisa.
Yeah, perhaps this was the plan all along.
Perhaps this was the plan, as we spoke of. Yes. I mean, I still believe that even if Norway gets 1 point, that's going to upset a lot of people's pick'ems. Miles finds a miss there. And another one! That's really, really not good for Norway, as all they needed to do there was hold. They would have kept the lead.
There's still plenty of time, but yeah, that lead gap is closing very fast, and even if they do hold that lead slightly, it's gonna be a hairline lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna flip over actually, because Mao is now building up combo again. It's gonna be really close nonetheless, and simply it's gonna be just a 1 miss game. It looks like Norway's gonna keep the lead, albeit really, really slightly.
The plan
indeed, and here's the
spin.
Ooh, look at that! It's at the break here. Norway sees that they're in the lead. Can they hold? Can they keep the composure needed to finish out this point against South Korea?
I'd say they're probably hoping that they didn't see who was in the lead.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Seeing that leaderboard in the break is terrifying sometimes, especially with the margin so close. Oh, miss out of Zoom.
Wait, this puts Norway in an even bigger lead right now, giving them an even bigger chance of taking this point here. All they have to do is just hold. Even 1 miss now near the end would not be enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they get caught off guard by the end, hopefully it would just be one player getting caught off guard, as the end has that spicy to catch you off guard, that little bit of deceptive tactics. We will see if anyone misses right now. No one going to, everyone prepared for the tricky nature of the end of this match. End of this map, sorry. And
that's
yeah,
gonna be
like the point.
That's gonna be 1 point for Norway against South Korea. I mean, no matter what the outcome of this match will be, Norway can be so proud of getting at least a single point against South Korea. How many teams can say that they have, played that well against Korea? How many teams? Wow. And just those 6 misses from Sumi costing him, the point, really, for South Korea. But Norway getting 1 point now. No matter what happens from here on out, they can be happy. They can go home from this match, whatever happens, and they can be proud. Raystar though with the SS.
Definitely, yeah. It looks like a one miss out of every side. I didn't even notice Sisef miss.
He found a miss pretty early on. I believe it was in the first corner combo.
Yeah.
Obviously camera got found this really early.
Yeah, reverse choke out of both. And sometimes you will just find that sometimes one player just, those couple of misses can actually override a couple of FCs when it is this sort of map, sort of consistency map where misses aren't too heavily punished. And you can still sort of get those 1-0 scores even with the misses.
Indeed. I believe just that 1 point from Norway has already upset a lot of pick'ems from people. I think a lot of people were expecting this to go 6-0, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, just that no faith. But... yeah, definitely a few pick'ems getting upset in that process. But very good mental boost for Norway, I think. And we will see Mixed Mod 2. Will we see YMD debut in this match for this song? Although I'm not sure if YMD would be a very big fan of this with hard rock.
Maybe not. There are a couple of edge dashes on this with hard rock.
Yeah, as we know, he's not a fan of edge dashes and pixel jumps.
Indeed he isn't. Looks like we're seeing Camera God, Mile, and Sisef again on Norway's side. I believe Camera God could go hard rock, Mile on the hidden as the lower hidden carry on that team, and Sisef on Nomad. Would not be surprised.
Yeah, that does sound like a very sound analysis right there, and obviously we're going to see probably Sumi stick with the hard rock, Draystar obvious hidden, and Jisun going to be the Nomad for South Korea. And yeah, I think a lot of people aren't a fan of this with hard rock, as it is quite tricky with a lot of the notes there. So like, especially yeah, your edge dashes, your pixels, and a couple of your funny notes going into some of the buzz sliders.
Indeed, and as you said, Sumi on the hard rock, Raystar on the hidden, and Jisun on the Nomad. And as for Norway, looks like, yeah, Camera God on the hard rock, Mile on the hidden, and Sisef on the Nomad. Yeah, I feel like this could really just depend on which player does better on hard rock, honestly, because this map is so tricky on hard rock that I expect it'd be hard for me to expect full combos. Though I believe both players were capable of it. It's so easy to miss on this with hard rock.
Oh, most definitely. But I think biggest advantage that you could give yourself in the early game would be to FC the first half before the break. If they do that, then there is definitely a chance in contention. Mile gonna find the first miss on hidden, and yeah, very scary opponent to face off against on hidden in Draystar. Camera God gonna find a miss as well. Sumi doing quite well in the early game. All of South Korea is still FCing, and this is what I'm talking about. FCing that first part before the break, first third rather, is definitely going to give early game advantage. And yeah, Norway is going to want to perform well in this second half, as the second half is a bit trickier than the first half, I'd say. And Sisef going to find a miss, but there's still plenty of time. As,
no cool combos.
A 4-second end performance could definitely undo a team, but we'll have to wait and see.
Indeed, but there are no full combos anymore on Norway's side, but triple SS on South Korea's side. You can see why they picked this for sure. triple SS, and just the last fourth now with the map left. Looks like it's going to be really, really tough for Norway now. Although they're not even playing that badly. I believe just one miss on each player's side. I mean, like that too now for Mal and Camera God as I say that. Maybe even more.
Coming a bit unstuck there, but that's not really surprising. This map is quite tricky. And we'll see if people wiggle these end sliders as well. Maybe you'll see some wiggles. You can stand still them. Camera God stand stilling. I think Sumi did likewise as well. Well, Camera God going to miss towards the end, but it doesn't matter when South Korea three-way SS's the map. Like, what can you do at that point?
Sumi definitely redeeming himself after that last Nomad 1 performance, and S-ing this map with Hard Rock is way easier said than done. I mean, it is a really, really difficult map with Hard Rock. Lots of edge dashes that you need to be on your guard to hit, fully focused, and he showed that Nomad 1 may have just been a fluke for him. He's actually capable of doing stuff like this, so fair play.
Oh yeah, he's definitely their Hard Rock player for a reason. I was gonna say he wouldn't necessarily be one of the first people I'd pick. Like, I'd peg for entering the no-mod picks, as he is really well known for hitting Hard Rock, as that's his bread and butter, but... And showing why that's his bread and butter with that performance right there.
Indeed. Amazing SS and triple SS indeed from South Korea, so... I mean, impossible to beat unless you also triple SS and outspin them, I guess, but that's a really hard thing to ask for.
Yeah, and that probably would be hardest map out of the pool, considering, you know, its variable elements.
I feel like, yeah, with Hard Rock, yeah, maybe indeed. And now Nomad 4 from Norway, this makes a lot of sense. They have really, really strong Conrad players on their side, and I believe they got one of the best Nomad 4 scores in the last round, when it came to team scores at least. So they definitely know what they're doing. And,
yeah, I mean, I believe there is an FC from Jisan on the leaderboard for this, but that was with Hidden, not Nomad, so, you know. Wrong mod.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can play something with Hidden, you can hope that they can play with No More indeed as well. We'll have to see.
All a part of the plan.
All a part of the plan. It looks like Tsumi and Jisun are staying in for this one. Yet to see a third player enter. Could be, realistically, it could be anyone.
Oh, we might see YMD step in for this one.
Looks like there's a chat in the chat.
Seems like he does not want to play for Norway.
That is quite unfortunate, actually. I don't know why he would not want to do that. Yeah, I mean, can't really think of a reason why I would say no to that, but... You know.
Yeah, very well-known Norwegian player.
Yes, my darkness from Norway. Looks like Dre's Star's going to be filling in that third slot. Nonetheless, YMD there just as the totem, it seems.
Yeah, indeed. The totem player. And Sumi going to stay in for this one. Sumi quite good at converts, so, you know, obviously solid pick for this one. And it's still good at no mod. The only thing is, I will say, players are going to want to hope that they don't miss on this one, because it is very punishing to miss.
Oh yeah.
Like, 1 or 2 misses can drop you down to like 940k.
Oh yeah, and I mean, the end section of this map is filled with edge dashes, and honestly almost pixels, if you ask me, but I mean, it depends on if the teams have practiced here and are ready to hit these patterns in this map. Norway is a really, really good side when it comes to converts, so I believe they still have a chance. I mean, they're definitely hoping for maybe another Tsumi performance like they saw in No Mod 1. And if South Korea opens the door for them, then Norway will definitely take a step in. So So South Korea has to be careful here.
Yeah, plenty of tricky patterns throughout. And like you said, sort of your edge dashes, your pixely notes. But oh, Mile and Sumi gonna trade to start with, so gonna stay even as both of them trading the exact same play. But Mile gonna drop back. Oh, team miss. And Sumi and Jisan both missing. Draystar, the single FC in the lobby right now. And yeah, here we go into the first chorus part. A lot of your trickier jumps there. Is coming out of it. Looks like everyone's maintaining. Sidestep's gonna find a miss. Streams aren't too tricky, so hopefully all the players can maintain their combos through the streams. And here we're gonna go back to a couple of little jumps and a weird double coming up.
Only a slight lead for South Korea right now, though.
Yeah, and that's it. Another miss will just flip it, and Camera God and Jisan gonna trade. So not that sort of miss. It's gonna stay the same for a second.
Draystar still holding the SS. Very impressive from Draystar here. Carrying his team right now is the only player that hasn't missed on their side. But Mile finds a couple, but not just one, but 2 or 3 right there. 4 miss. After just 1 miss, though. Still, they're going to need more than that. The Norway are going to need more than that. Decisive also finds a miss, and now South Korea holding still. Draystar drops the full combo. It could be too late, you know. I don't think Norway has a chance to come back, as Camera got the only one with the above 200 combo. And now South Korea finds a lot of misses here, but Jisan actually misses as well. Is it too late, or is there still hope for Norway?
Team miss. I think they need a team miss. It's way too late into this map to miss on your own, and that is going to just be a slight out of reach pick for Norway. Very unfortunate.
Be about 33,000 point difference, though. Very well played.
Yeah, quite close, and yeah, it was just the score from Draystar that really made the difference. I mean, the 10 miss from Mile was just 10 misses in one spot, so it did chunk his score quite a bit. Not that much, looking at some of the other scores, like the 3-4 misses that are around the same terms of actual score-wise. Yeah, looking at that, it's just that extra 40k from Draystar compared to everyone else that did it. And yeah, the difference being about 29-30k. Like, yeah, that is that difference.
There's that difference, and he couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, I mean, Norway was really, really close. South Korea definitely did open the door for them there, open an opportunity, and Norway was really, really close to taking a step in. I think they were halfway through there, into the door, but just didn't quite make it.
Yeah, if that map was an extra 200 combo, we might have seen that. And gonna see Hidden 1 coming out of South Korea right now. The XCON Korea buff map of Pursuit.
Indeed, I don't think this is necessarily such a safe pick against a team like Norway, as they have players like Cameragod and Mile who are both really, really confident hidden players. And, you know, Cameragod, if not top 10 hidden players in the world, okay, maybe that's too far, I don't know, but I rate him really, really highly on hidden.
Yeah, he is, after playing, you know, tournament with him this year, he is a very strong hidden player. Very, very confident having him on your team, and I think the one day we didn't have Cameragod, we ended up getting swept.
Definitely is a really, really reliable player that is useful in pretty much any team.
Oh, most definitely. And YMD finally making his debut. The Totem player is now going to play in this hidden pick. Not surprising, as we do know YMD's a very strong hidden performer in tournament gameplay, and just in general. I mean, all of his plays are always hidden hard rock, or the, you know, odd hidden one, an extra 1000 PP map.
Indeed, I believe when it comes to mod PP rankings, I think he's #1 in hard rock and #1 in hidden as well. So, you know, maybe. Oh, actually, seems like he left the lobby a little bit. Wait a minute. Is he just gonna keep on being the totem? What's going on? Seems like maybe Relish needs a server invite or something.
Yeah, I am seeing that a bit. I wouldn't necessarily expect Rels on the hidden pick. I mean, obviously, I'd imagine he can still play pretty well on hidden, but we don't see much Rels hidden.
Here we go. Yeah, I guess Yes My Darkness is actually going to be playing this map. The totem is stepping in now. I'm going to be playing for his side for the first time in this match, I believe.
Yeah.
And on Norway's side, we have Camera God, Mile, and Zadith. All also strong hidden players, not to be underestimated. But South Korea has the map rebuff on their side, you could say, as XCon.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And we will see if the Scary Bell scares anyone into dropping combo. If you know the bell, you know the bell.
First 200 combo mark now. All players holding the SS still. Yeah, this is still in the build-up section of the map. As it begins to speed up, starts to enter the stream section very, very soon. Yeah, I mean, if you miss on the beginning, that's really, really unfortunate. You definitely don't want to do that. And now getting to the stream section here. This is the important part that you want to be able to combo.
They're maintaining pretty well. 6-way SS right now.
Indeed, and now at 500 combo, both teams holding the triple SS. I don't know if there was a spinner in the beginning or not. Maybe there was actually, because yeah, it seems like there's a little bit of a score lead for Norway, or South Korea, sorry, but Sadith finds a miss there, so that's gonna definitely make it a lead for South Korea, as Sadith finds another miss, and Mile drops as well. Now Camera got the only FC, still a triple SS from South Korea. And Camera got as well dropped, so no more FCs on Norway's side, and just triple SS from South Korea still. Sadith finds another miss there. South Korea not looking like they're going to fall anytime soon. Sadith finds another miss there.
Yeah, I mean, how do you even contest the 3-way SS right now? It is just overkill from South Korea right now. There are three-way FCs on all the Korean maps.
Indeed, you don't want to be in a match where your opponent, you know, is triple SS. And this is not the, I mean, it's not the first time in the match that they have been triple SSing. In fact, they even triple SS mixed mod 2. Will they get another triple SS? That is the question.
Yeah, 1 quarter to go, and that scoreline is so large right now.
Yeah, it's looking, quite frankly, impossible for Norway to have a chance of coming back here. As I say, that finds another miss as I say that. Proving my point.
The only thing that might do it is a disconnect, and even then, a disconnect isn't always the end.
And we got finds another miss there. So does the Sadith. Sadith keeps on dropping on this part. Sadith struggling quite a bit. Camera got also missing. Mile finding another miss as well. Resetting the combo for all of Norway. And South Korea still with a triple SS here. Oh, OIG misses right there at the end.
Oh, no, so close, but I think it's still going to be a million three ways anyway. But that was very, very close at the end. Draystar and YMD both SSing, both getting good spins as well. Draystar just doing the Draystar spin.
Oh yeah, look at that spin, 1,016,000. I mean, that is Draystar for you right there. Wow, impressive. Now it is 5-1 for South Korea. They have reached match point status.
Yeah, and Norway's still doing quite good on that hidden pick, you know, with like low 900k scores. Like, those streams in the back end do get quite quirky, so with hidden sometimes it is very easy to just miss that one placement, to just mistime it slightly, and you know, having that happen a couple times can be quite tricky.
Indeed, and DT1. This is actually a pretty slow DT map here, so it doesn't really test your speed or mechanics skill necessarily. More sort of a reading pick, if anything.
Yeah, reading and patience.
Indeed.
Especially the patience part. Don't walk off that hyper jump.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful in this map. I actually do kind of understand this pick from Norway. They have solid reading players all around. They don't struggle in the low AR department at all, so they're hoping to catch South Korea off guard, it seems. Now, Benita and Vanilla actually showing up for the first time in this match, I believe. And Rels as well for the Norwegian team. Famous Norwegian Rels, as well known. I'm just kidding. Sadie steps in there, presumably switches places with Rels.
Then you've got your speed players, your generalist in Jisun, possibly one of the best all-round players to ever touch the game, Jisun, as he plays everything. He plays it so well, and you know, when you're looking at massive names, his name doesn't always come up, but he's definitely one of those players that's always there, always performs well, especially in tournament settings.
Maybe sometimes he may be overlooked when it comes to, you know, Yes My Darkness, OYG, Motion, and those Koreans, but Jisun is not someone to be underestimated. Like you said, especially when it comes to tournaments. An amazing player and a reliable one at that. And able to play everything like you said. And here we go. Match point for South Korea now. DT1 is Norway's pick. Will they be able to get a second point here? I mean, already really impressive to have gotten 1 point against South Korea, but we're going to get a second here.
Oh, they just lost that 918k lead. So back to even at the start of this map.
Going from 918k to 0 is quite the big fall indeed. It's going to be hard to recover from that.
Oh, we will see. It is a part of the plan.
It's a part of the plan. Norway has a plan.
Oh,
you do wonder if that's a part of the plan or not. You really do.
Yeah, hard to say, but you know, we will see. I mean, early misses, you know, it could just be that walking off the note. Vanilla and Azedith now both gonna miss, and yeah, it is a bit of an interesting pick to pick DT1 against this Korean team, as Korea's always been known to be pretty good at DT, so we're gonna miss a fair few there, as yeah, that patience is definitely a virtue that needs to be maintained throughout this DT pick, as it's so easy to just walk off notes. Soon we're going to find another miss, and this might actually bring it back within the realm of possibility. Although it is 180k score difference, or it was. It is shrinking quite a bit, but they're going to need more misses as Jisun and OYG both SSing still, and that's just keeping it quite out of reach for the moment.
Yeah, Norway has done a great job to recover. Azumi finds another miss there, but Jisun and OYG with the FCs, it's hard to go against that. It is really hard to go against that. Actually, Vanilla having a pretty good score there, almost 600k now, reaching 600k there. And Asatith has built up a lot of combos, so is Benita. So if we see more misses from South Korea,
miss.
Why is it that whenever I mention someone's name, they miss? Like, I don't want to believe in commentator curses, but I may start to have, I may start to have to, But in any case, Asatith and Vanilla have also found misses there, and Jisun and OYG still holding the full combos. OYG with the SS indeed.
Coincidences that could be used as potential evidence later on. But yeah, it's a very strong performance. Only one droplet missed out of Jisun. SS for OYG still, and Sumi recovered pretty well. Still going to get pretty close to that 900k scoreline, so yeah, that is going to be South Korea taking the 6 point and winning 6-1. Norway doing quite well to actually, get that point on the board against South Korea, as, it's not easy to do that in the early rounds when, you're versing South Korea from like the 17th, 18th seed.
Indeed. Has to be said, I mean, it cannot be understated how hard it is to get a point against South Korea, so fair play to Norway. This is a winner's bracket match, however, so we will be still seeing Norway in this tournament, and South Korea will be advancing on in the winner's bracket to the quarterfinals, so GG, well played to South Korea, and well played to Norway as well. We'll be seeing you in the loser's bracket from now on, so good luck there. But yeah, there you have it, South Korea is the winner.
And going on next week to face the winner of Poland and Taiwan. So that'll be an interesting quarterfinals matchup there. And I believe Norway will go down and face the winner of Denmark and Colombia. So perhaps we'll see a little bit of Nordic rivalry, or perhaps they will have to avenge their Nordic brothers against Colombia. We will have to wait and see for that one. But we do have another match coming up in an hour, so don't go too far, as we will have China versus Sweden in an hour. And I think that will be one of our more interesting matches as well. So, yeah, definitely stick around.
Indeed. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to both teams for playing. I've been Ash Ketchum, I've been joined by Kujibo.
Thank you all for watching.
See you guys in an hour.
Yeah, see you soon.